In the last week, I've probably been asked around 5 times about streaming, starting a YouTube channel, or just how to go about starting to post content in general. Let's talk about it. I was helping film a wrestling event, so I figured, you know what? I've had this idea about making a video about this for a while, and I figured, hey, you know what? Why not put some gear away and chat about it? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Side note, I always see people put their microphone here and I think it looks really silly, but also I figured I just wanted to try it out and see, is it maybe like the best place to put a microphone? I don't know. When I get asked this question, the first thing I always ask people is, do you currently post content anywhere? And almost 100% of the time, the answer is always no. While I think there's a lot to be said about the planning phase of content creation, I feel like there's a lot more that needs to be said about the actual doing phase of making content. I feel like I see a lot of people holding themselves back from trying to make content because they're worried my ideas aren't going to be good enough. What if my friends or family see me doing something silly on the internet? What if it's not cool? What if the video doesn't get any views? In general, I feel like vulnerability can be a really hard thing to deal with, especially on the internet, because let's be real, sometimes the internet's not the nicest place. To be fair, if that's something that you're really nervous about or scared, that's valid. Maybe content creation might not be for you. And that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But going back to the entire point of this video, if you want to get better at streaming or making content or coming up with ideas, the best way to do that is to fail. I said as I dropped that. That was not scripted, I promise. Apparently, I need to learn by failing how to get these things on a little bit better. Oh, that was great. On a serious note though, you have to fail. I'm gonna say that again. You have to fail. Because if you don't even give yourself the chance to fail at streaming, making a video, launching a podcast with your friends, posting funny TikToks, or maybe even something like writing a script for a video or a play, you are never going to get better at it. Period. That stupid video idea you have, make it and post it. Maybe there's an indie game you really want to make a video about and you're thinking, hey, well, not too many people know about this game. Well, unless there's videos about it, YouTube's not really going to learn about it, right? Well, I really want to start streaming, but I worry no one's going to watch it. Guess what? Most people's first stream, probably 99% of people's very first stream, is to nobody, because before you can learn how to talk to people on the internet, you have to be good at just talking to yourself, which is very uncomfortable to do at the very beginning. But it's super important. In my opinion, I think failure is one of the best parts about the entire creative process. Lord knows I know all about failure. I have been streaming on Twitch for almost 10 years right now, and you know what? On average, I have maybe between 8 to 10 people. To a lot of people, that might seem like an epic failure. But I have always made content and streamed on my own terms. I've always played what I wanted to play, done what I wanted to do, and yeah, sometimes that leads to less people being interested. But the awesome part about doing that is pretty much no matter whatever I decide to do for that specific stream, I have like 8 to 10 people that always want to watch. And I call that a huge, huge win. Because yes, content is not about numbers, it's about enjoying yourself and having fun doing whatever you want to do. With content, the sky's the limit, because your only limit to how creative you are or how creative you can be is your own self. Right now, as of recording this video, I'm a full-time content creator. It's not always videos I'm super excited about. Sometimes it's things like brand deal, or for example, right now, I'm contracted with the Oregon Public Health Department making videos geared towards kids. And yeah, sometimes that's not the work I would really love to be doing. If I never gave myself a chance to fail on any specific platform, I feel like I would never have put myself in a position where I get to be creative full time by giving myself opportunities to fail over and over and over. Guess what? This is not the type of video I normally post on this YouTube channel. It may fail, but that's okay. It's okay to fail. Failure is a part of life. When I first started out streaming on Twitch, there were no how-to videos. There was no Stream Deck, there was no such thing as a Beacon Mix Create, there was no Go XLR, all of that stuff. And even more importantly, there were no videos showing you how to go about using all that stuff either. My very first streams on Twitch were straight off of my PS5. No fancy microphones, no Twitch alerts, no different scenes. I was literally reading my chat off of my phone. And still to this day, those streams are some of the most fun I've ever had streaming. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to think about the future. It's okay to think about what you want to make, what you want to play, what type of content you want to make, maybe even, oh, here's a microphone I really want to get. That's okay to think about. My point is, don't let that stuff hold you back from getting started. It is so easy to get stuck with the wheel spinning and just not go anywhere. Prime example, I'm unpacking my camera gear. Right now, this video is being shot on my iPhone, not my fancy DSLR. Post-production Zach here. This is the first camera I ever got. Most of the videos that are on the Zach Trap TV YouTube channel were filmed on this camera right here. It wasn't super nice at the time, but it was what I could afford and I made it work. You have something out there that nobody can replicate no matter how hard they try. You have you, your thoughts, your sense of humor, your actions, the way you speak. That's all stuff that uniquely makes you yourself. And nobody can take that away from you. And I promise there is somebody out there that thinks you are worth watching, listening to, tuning into, all that fun stuff. The entire point of this video is just go do it. Enjoy the process of being creative. Go give those people something to watch. Lord knows I am not the most talented YouTuber out there, the best looking streamer, the gamer with the most elite skills. I'm just me. I am just an average height, random bald guy that you are now watching for whatever reason. And I happen to think that's pretty cool. There are so many resources out there now for you. You can find a tutorial for almost how to do anything these days on the internet. Don't get me wrong, putting yourself out there is not an easy thing to do. But if creating content is something you really want to do, it's a part of it. Even with a faceless channel, to a certain degree, you are still putting yourself out there. And when you put yourself out there, you are marketing a product, and that product is you. So yes, it really stings when people don't want to buy the product, and you are that product. And that is the entire point of this video, is that is okay. Because with each time you put that product out there, it gets a little bit better. I know this is definitely not the type of content that I normally put on this channel, but I watched a video this morning that inspired me to make this one. And I hope that this video at least inspires one person to get out there and do the same thing. Make something awesome. My bag is unpacked, my office is back in order, and I think that's pretty much everything I had to say. As always, take it easy, everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to make it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're watching and not currently subscribed, drop a sub because it's free. You can find links to all of my social media accounts in the description of this video. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Whammer!